Jai Hind children, welcome to my YouTube channel SOS Study Point. Student, today I am here with a new topic, the Tiger King. This is from Vistas book of class 12th. So let us see what is the story of this chapter. As the title is denoting here, the Tiger King, so it is about a king which is related with the tiger. So let us see what is the story of this chapter. The Tiger King is written by Kalki. Kalki is the name of the writer Krishnamurti. So now let us see some important fact about the writer. Now, Kalki R. Krishnamurti is the name of this writer. He is also known as Kalki. His time period is from 1899 to 1954. Ramaswamy Krishnamurti, who was born on 9th of September 1899 and death on the date of 5th of December 1954. Better known by his pen name Kalki. He was an Indian writer, journalist, poet, critic, and Indian independence activist. He was named after Kalki, the 10th and the last avatar of Hindu god Vishnu. Now student, this was the fact of the writer, but now let us see what is the theme of this chapter. So here you can see here theme. As you know, the Tiger King. This story, the Tiger King, is a satire. Satire is a direct comment on a particular person or community. This story, the Tiger King, is a satire on those in power. Most of the time, the rulers are not interested in serving the people or work for the welfare of the public. Instead, they spend their time in foolish pursuits. This is a story about the transience of life. The story is about crime and punishment. So you can see here, this story is about crime and punishment. So who is the criminal here? The Tiger King. And what types of punishment here? We will see in the story. So Kalki used humor, irony, and conversational narrative style to bring out the theme. So here we can see three elements: humor, irony, and conversation. Irony is just opposite of satire. Irony means whatever you said to the person just have opposite meaning. Whatever said to the person just have opposite meaning. This is called irony. Now, the Tiger King is a story about the renaissance of life and power. It is a satire on the conduct of the people in power. It is found that most of the time, the rulers are not bothered about working for public welfare. Rather, they spend their time in foolish things. Most of the people who surround these people are also interested in taking advantage of the proximity for their own welfare. So student, this is the theme of this chapter, where you will see the literary element, humor, irony, conversational narrative style, and also you will see here the main theme, crime and punishment. So let us see what is the complete information about this. So student, I have a short video clip for you to understand this story. I hope you will be able to understand with the help of this video. So let's see what is the story.
Here is a summary of the story The Tiger King by Kalki. The story begins with the narrator introducing the readers to the late Maharaja of Pratibandhapuram, popularly known as the Tiger King. The Maharaja, we are told, met his end in an extraordinary manner. When the king was born, the chief astrologer predicted that he would grow up to become a hero and a mighty warrior, but that he would eventually die. To everybody's astonishment, the 10-day-old prince started to speak. He brushed aside the prediction. Everyone dies eventually, he remarked, and demanded to know how he would die. The chief astrologer told the prince that a tiger would cause his death. The infant prince, however, was least affected by this. Once the prince turned 20, he became the Maharaja. Soon, he became aware of the prediction made at his birth. The young king resolved to hunt a tiger to prove the prediction false. After killing his first tiger, he triumphantly sent for the astrologer. The astrologer declared that the Maharaja could kill 99 tigers, but should beware the 100th tiger. From then, tiger hunting was prohibited in Pratibandhapuram for everyone but the Maharaja. The Maharaja was fearless on his hunts and even killed a few tigers with his bare hands. However, he neglected all his kingly duties in his obsession to prove the astrologer wrong. So obsessed was he that he nearly lost his throne when he did not allow even a high-ranking British officer to hunt tigers. Finally, a gift worth 3 lakh rupees sent to the officer's wife saved his throne. In 10 years, the Maharaja killed 70 tigers. He could kill no more as he had wiped out the entire tiger population of his region. To continue his mission, he married a princess from a state that had a large tiger population. Every time he visited his father-in-law, he would shoot 5 to 6 tigers, and soon he killed 99 tigers. Now, it became impossible to locate even a single tiger anywhere, and the Maharaja became gloomy and temperamental. News of a tiger near a hillside village turned out to be baseless. The angry Maharaja ordered his Diwan to double the taxes. The Diwan, fearing a mutiny and the prospect of losing his job, decided to do something. He had an elderly tiger that had been smuggled in from the Madras Zoo. He took it to the forest where the Maharaja was hunting and left it there. The Maharaja found the tiger and was overjoyed. He took aim and shot at his 100th innocent target. His joy knew no bounds at his win over destiny, and he ordered that the dead beast be brought to the town for a procession. Once the Maharaja left, the hunters with the Maharaja realized that the beast was not dead. The Maharaja had missed his mark, and the animal had only fainted. One of the hunters then shot the tiger, and it was paraded through the town as per the Maharaja's wishes. The Maharaja, now content, started paying attention to his family. He hunted for a gift for his son's 3rd birthday and decided to buy a wooden tiger he saw in a toy shop. An ideal gift in his opinion. When the Maharaja and his son were playing with the wooden tiger, a tiny piece of the wood pierced the Maharaja's hand. The wound caused an infection that spread all over the Maharaja's arm. 3 surgeons operated on him, but in vain. Thus, the Tiger King was eventually brought down by the 100th tiger, a mere wooden child's toy.
So student, I hope all of you can understand the story of this chapter with the help of this video. So let's see detailed function of this story. Now let us see the character. Student, you can see on your screen there are a lot of character, but first one is the Tiger King, the protagonist of this story, the Maharaja of Pratibandhapuram, also known as His Highness Jamidar General Khiledar Major Satyagra Samahari Maharaja Dhiraj Vishwabhuvan Samrat Sir Jilani Jang Bahadur MAD AC TC or CRCK. Next one is Crown Prince, a 10-day-old baby who later became the Maharaja of Pratibandhapuram. Next one is Chief Astrologer. This character played an important role in this story. A royal foreteller of the state, Durai, means chief leader in Tamil, a British high-ranking officer and his secretary. Next one is Diwan. This person is also played an important role in this story, a chief administrative officer of the Maharaja, Durai Sani, the wife of the high-ranking British officer, Durai Sani, a greedy woman who takes all the 50 or so diamonds ring for herself. So now, student, these are the character of this story. I hope you have a lot of information about this story, but just keep remember the Tiger King, Diwan, and the astrologer. Three are most important character of this story. Now let us see some important fact about the two character. First one is the Maharaja. Second one is Diwan. So here let us see the Maharaja, the Tiger King. The king is a typical royal personality. He was born into a royal family and grew up into a strong young man who at the age of 20 was crowned to be the king of Pratibandhapuram. At this time, he came to know about a prophecy relating to his death to be caused by a tiger. He decided to kill all the 100 tigers, before a tiger could dare to kill him. So this was the decision which was taken by the Maharaja before he will kill all the 100 tigers before a tiger could dare to kill him. So it was the incident. Now, the Tiger King symbolizes a ruler having power and authority, but none of it is directed to the welfare of the state. He behaves like a director, and his minister bow before him in mortal fear. They became a party to his ruthless killing of tigers. He is whimsical and goes to extremes. For example, when he is happy, there are a procession, extension of taxes, etc. But when he is angry, taxes are double, punishment becomes severe. The entire state machinery is misused and manipulated in his pursuit of the killing tigers. So here, student, you can see the double character of the Tiger King. This is the double role. It means when he will be happy, then he will reward you, but when he will be sad, then he will punish you. Now the Tiger King seems to be crazy, eccentric, and inhuman. He starts killing tigers just to prove the prediction wrong. Though he exhibits his valor by killing tigers, he is very coward at heart and is scared of death. So this was the fact. He was very coward and also he is scared of death. That is why he just killed 100 tigers before killing him. Now the next character is, as it is important, Diwan. Diwan is a senior courtier, but in reality holds no authority. He is very scared of the Tiger King, survives at his mercy. though he is sensible and experienced, but he never listened to or given any respect by the king. So this was the thing which was not taken by him from the side of the Tiger King. His practical knowledge helped the Tiger King to save his kingdom. When the Tiger King refused the British officer to hunt the tiger, it was Diwan's idea of gifting diamond ring to his wife to save the kingdom from the wrath of the British officer. So this is very important line, student. Why did he give that rings to the wife of the officer? Because it was Diwan's idea to gifting diamond ring to his wife to save the kingdom from the wrath of the British officer. Diwan's effort to locate and present the 100th tiger are very comical. When he got an ultimatum from the king, he brought an old tiger from the circus and placed it in the forest. The Tiger King shoots the tiger and gets the satisfaction of killing the 100th tiger. Though at times Diwan appears to be foolish, he is practical enough to save himself. So, student, this was the information about the next character, Diwan, who is very important character of this chapter. Now let us see summary of the chapter. So, student, this is very interesting story of this chapter because Maharaja, the Tiger King, don't want to be killed by the 100 tiger. That is why he decided to kill all the 100 tiger before he killed by the tiger. Now let us start the summary of this chapter. The Maharaja Sir Jilani Jang Bahadur was called Tiger King. When he was just 10 days old, he asked intelligent questions to the astrologer and was told that he would be killed by a tiger. He uttered, "Let tigers beware." No other miracle took place. The child grew like any other royal child, drinking white cow's milk. He was taught by an English tutor and looked after by an English nanny. He watched English films when he was just 20 years old. He was crowned as king. It was then the prediction of his death by the tiger reached the Maharaja's ear, and he in turn to safeguard himself killed a tiger, and being thrilled, he told the astrologer, who replied that he can kill 99 tigers, but should be careful with the 100th. He pleased that all other affairs of the state would be attended after killing the 100th tiger. So this was the scene when he has decided to kill 100 tiger, then after he will do the work of the kingdom. Because he was very coward and also was worried about the 100th tiger, that is why he decided to kill the 100th tiger. Then after he will do the work of the kingdom. He will do the work of that state. Then he started killing tigers. Now he has been started. Now none except Maharaja was allowed to hunt tigers. A high-ranking British officer visited the state that was fond of hunting tigers, and his wish was declined. So this is very interesting line. The officer requested for getting a photograph with a tiger killed by Maharaja, and this request was rejected. Again it was rejected. So, to please the officer's wife, he sent 50 diamond rings, expecting that she would take one or two. Instead, she kept all the rings costing 3 lakh rupees and sent thanks to the Maharaja, but his estate was secured. So, as we can see here, I can say here on the basis of this paragraph, Maharaja don't want to give permission to the officer that can he kill the tigers in his estate, because if he will come to the if he will come to the station, I mean to say in the state of Maharaja, then he will kill the tiger, and the Maharaja, then the Maharaja target will not be complete. That is why he has decided to decline the proposal of the officer. But it was the just Diwan's idea, that's to offer the rings to the officer's wife, but it was all the costing of 3 lakh, and he was also expecting that she will keep only 1 or 2 ring amongst them, but she kept all the rings, whose cost was 3 lakh rupees. Now let's see again. In 10 years, he killed 70 tigers and didn't find any in Pratibandhapuram. So all the tigers has been over in the Pratibandhapuram after killing 70 tigers. So he decided to marry a girl from royal estate which had more tigers to complete his target. So now here, to complete his target, he decided to marry with a royal estate of a royal estate family. Whenever he visited his in-laws, he killed 5 or 6 tigers. So he killed 99 tigers and was feverishly anxious to kill the 100, but couldn't find. So there also all the tigers has been finished. News about the presence of a tiger near a village proved disappointing. He asked his Diwan to find the tiger, otherwise face his anger. Now the Diwan was afraid of losing his job, so he visited People's Park in Madras and brought an old tiger and placed it in the forest and informed the Maharaja. The Maharaja took great care and shot the tiger and left the place with great triumph. The bullet did not hit the tiger, but out of fear, the tiger had collapsed. Now the staff killed the tiger. And brought it in grand procession. It was the 3rd birthday of the Maharaja's son. This was the turning point of this story. This is the climax. He brought a wooden tiger. It was the 3rd birthday of the Maharaja's son, and he wanted to buy a present from the toy shop. So he brought a wooden tiger which was poorly carved. While the Maharaja was playing with the prince, a tiny sliver of the wooden tiger pierced his right hand, which later on caused his death. Thus the 100th tiger takes his final revenge upon the Tiger King. So we can see here very clearly that was not the living tiger, 100th tiger. This was the 100th tiger which was non-living, which was made of wood. So 100th tiger was made of wood, who has been caused of death of Tiger King. Now student, let us see the gist of lesson. These are the important points of the lesson. You can just have the screenshot of this chapter. So student, just have the screenshot. Just take the screenshot of this chapter and just have this information as a summary of this chapter. Now this is again student. This is also the gist of lesson. You can see this 4 point and this 6 point. 10 points are here as a gist of the lesson. So while having in your mind these points, you can just summarize this story. So just click and also take a screenshot. Thank you for watching, student. So I hope all of you have been understood that the story of this chapter. And please, if you like, so just subscribe my channel and like and subscribe both with a comment. So student, this was the story of this chapter. Have a nice day. Goodbye. Good luck.